No, we had a brilliant plan from Hilda. Yep, so to Queen Alicia, complete. Plus 8 BP for that too. Yeah, the main story missions in this chapter are worth a ton of BP. Yeah, Zin is in fact A rank. Still helping out even though, you know, you're not from here. This doesn't entirely concern you. Yeah, just like junior braces have rankings that go all the way up to first class, senior braces have ranks, yep, going up from G to A. "20 A ranks. Now, from Cold Steel, I know of at least one other A rank bracer. But yeah, as Zin is saying, there is an informal S rank. And, yeah. Only 4. Although Cassius is really like a S rank, like 5 billion S's. His rank is an infinitely reoccurring number of S's. That is the only way to display his true power level. I forget if we ever find out what he did in the Republic, actually. Most of his actions that you hear about from his past are his actions during the 100 Days War. Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Remember this exchange. Yeah, this all happens to occur when he just happens to be out of the country. Yeah, so this is the thing. Cassius is so overpowered in-universe that the villains of this game have to wait for him to be out of the country before they begin their plan, because if he was in the country, he would instantly foil them. That's like actually canon. That's not an exaggeration. I just love that. Joshua's expression shows that maybe he knows someone who could potentially do that. But that's just food for thought for now. I don't know, it seems... Nah... It's hard to think it's a coincidence that all of this happens while Cassius just happens to also conveniently be out of the country. Yep, it's time to get the band together, an emergency bracer team meeting. Shame Olivier's not a bracer, because we could really use his art skills on our side for this too. Oh. So that means no sharer, no Killiker? That means we need to start moving at full tilt as well. So, we only have access to what we've got in Grand Cell. But, just so happens that most of our best bracers are here for the tournament, so that worked out well. Yeah, all throughout this chapter, everyone has been telling us, stay away from the Royal Villa. Nobody goes near the Royal Villa. Maybe that's why. Yeah, very true. That would be really awful for the entire guild. Oh, right, Niall, yeah. We could enlist his help. And he was trying to get in touch with some army contacts too. So we also need Julia on our side for this too. We're getting the entire band together. It is time for, actually not quite the end game. This is like the pre-end game. But it is the point where everything is about to escalate all at once. So we have to assemble all 4 of those braces. Talk to Julia at the Cathedral and get in touch with Niall. Those are our 6 tasks. And no side quests at all to distract us this time. Okay, so a few things to do. Our first stop is the bar. We'll meet one of the League of Extraordinary Braces. It's Grant, aka Not a Doll, again. I guess we call ourselves the Big Good Champions at this point. Sort of. The food wasn't poisoned, but that's not entirely the point. Bad things are going down, and we need you and your very pointy chin on our side. So that's one down. However, my next stop is going to be over in the Western District, because there's a few things that we can do over here. Step 1, we need to head to the Cathedral and talk to Julia, but before we do that, I want to show something here. So if you check in here, General Morgan's granddaughter is nowhere to be found. Since yesterday. I think we all know what that implies. So it's very urgent that we rescue the people held in the Royal Villa. And for that we're gonna need, Sister Ellen, in giant air quotes on our side. Archbishop, good, got it. Okay, here he is, this is the right room. We were just here a few days ago. Honestly, the Archbishop was kind of a little bit presumptuous there, because if he said that to the wrong people, like, say, Special Ops people pretending to be braces, that would have blown her cover instantly, so please be more careful in the future. I wonder what rank of a confidant she has with you. Well, hopefully her noble cause coincides with ours, because she probably will be needing backup. Not necessarily sand. Very cold places like Antarctica are still considered deserts. The only thing that matters is they don't get enough rain. I know that from Magic School Bus. So what he's saying is we should just get on with whatever we were doing, and we'll meet up with her eventually. So our next stop is the news service, because we need to speak to Niall and see if he's managed to get in touch with any of those army contacts. However, from the way they're talking about things, it may not have gone so well. I did say he should be careful when he last left. So Niall is missing and he hasn't contacted you for a while. Who does that remind us of? Seems like an awful lot of people have gone missing and haven't been able to contact people for a while these days. And he does take his work pretty seriously, so that is obviously not like him. He said a lot of things, but they're things that we probably can't talk to you about right now. So, these responses are actually important for BP. Someone had just called him is what you need to say here. I don't know why, I just always loved her reaction there, how she immediately jumps to that. It reminds me a little bit of that moment in the Pokemon anime where everyone is thinking that James is dead even though he's standing right behind them. Somewhere in town, or maybe somewhere close to town. Yeah, if any of them found out that he was snooping around, they might have tried to silence him. Oh yeah, I'm sure it's pretty annoying to have to deal with. That's why they were restricted to just reporting on the tournaments. So here's another important question. This thing here, an arranged marriage for Princess Claudia. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not something the Intelligence Division is going to let us run right now. Well, he did tell us that he has people who have fingers in certain places. Hang on a minute. Looks like we did find out something important from this visit. I guess the quote-unquote official story that the army was talking about, that the army wants you to publish, is in fact kind of half true. She is staying at the villa, though not by choice. As is Niall, also not by choice, and also probably General Morgan's granddaughter. Oh, you could say that. Well, the thing is, we were planning on storming that place anyway, though let's not tell them that. We definitely do. Let's just maybe get out of here because we can't really talk about that yet. You can interview us all you want after this has all died down. Basically, at this point, anyone who's in on this is in serious danger, so the fewer people who know, the better. So, Niall has been added to our list of people to rescue. And there's one more thing that I wanted to do here. If you go to the Barrel Coffee House, now I forget if it's the owner or this guy, but it's either one of the two, I think it's that guy. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and save before I do this, and there is a very good reason for that. Okay, yes, it is this guy. So, if you have the entire collection of Carnelian novels, getting them is not just for an achievement, it's also for something special from this guy. I guess you subscribe to the Netflix theory of series. Don't start watching / reading something until the whole season is out. So, remember when I said earlier that you want to read those soon? You actually can give them all to this guy right now, and if you do that... he'll give you one of his rarer items. What are these rare items, you may ask? The Mystic Staff or the Twin Plovers. These are Estelle and Joshua's ultimate weapons, respectively. You can only get one of these per playthrough, so choose wisely. It mostly depends on how you want to set up the two going into the final stretch of the game. Which one of the two who's going to be using their regular attack more often. So, I don't know, for this playthrough I'm kind of thinking Twin Plovers because I like to put Estelle more on support for the later battles, like using Earth Wall and stuff, but I'm actually going to be choosing the Mystic Stave for now. Because I'm not sure if you need both of these for the weapon achievement or just one. If you need both, you will need to reload a save and pick the other one. And yes, if you do this, if we go into books, the Carnelias are all gone. So you might want to keep a save file from when you had them all so you can read those. I guess I can show what the Mystic Stave does though. Plus 130 attack power. It's very, very strong. And that is a pretty cool description too. So for this one, I'm going to be going for the Twin Plovers. In this case, they both give the same amount of attack power, but yeah, Joshua gets quite a lot of attack from that. Now I believe... Yep, Annalise is in the department store. I came in here for another reason though. There's a new issue of the LaBelle News on sale. You're going to freak out once you hear this. Well, yeah, you should be talking somewhere more private for this. That's the natural reaction, don't worry. And that's 2 out of 4 of them on our side. And back in here to buy LaBelle News issue 9. Which, since things are about to escalate pretty quickly, I'm going to go ahead and read that now. Featured story, Victors decided, crown goes to an unlikely team. When the last of the Special Ops unit slowly sank to their knees, the referee raised his hand and the entire arena erupted in fanfare. The competition, which got off to a rocky start after the change from single to team matches, had yet another unforeseeable surprise awaiting eager fans in the form of a team of unlikely victors led by Zin Vathek of the Calvard Republic. Was there anyone out there who could have anticipated such a feat? A martial artist, 2 bracers, and a musician, an unheard of combination to say the least. Yet, this is the group that advanced to the finals and took the crown by defeating the elite of the Special Operations Unit. It just goes to show it's not over till it's over. The winning team's members continued to work effectively by leveraging their individual talent in complementary harmony with one another, playing off of each other's strengths. That's kind of just saying the same thing, just in different ways, multiple times. But anyway, the competition itself was an event replete with powerful, heated battles and unique team dynamics, which ended explosively to thunderous ovation. The LaBelle News wishes to honour the valiant efforts of all those who participated in this year's proceedings. Winning team invited to the Royal Banquet. In a ceremony held at the conclusion of the competition, the winning team was awarded a cash prize of 100,000 mirror, which I still haven't spent yet, and an invitation to the Royal Banquet. This formal dinner will be hosted by Duke Junan von Oslees. The mayors of each city and other various persons of influence are also scheduled to attend. Society. The Queen shows signs of recovery. The LaBelle News has been informed that Her Majesty the Queen, who has been recuperating, is expected to return to her official duties soon. The anniversary celebration, which was in danger of being postponed, will now assuredly be conducted on schedule. In recent days, with unsettling news becoming the norm, it is certainly wonderful to receive such joyous tidings. Society, Intelligence Division steps up defense. The search for the officers of the ex-Royal Guard accused of acting as ringleaders in a series of terrorist-related incidents has proven to be an onerous one, and after making little headway, the Intelligence Division decided to station members of their unit within the Royal City, in a move to further step up defensive measures. All security positions covering Grancel Castle are also expected to be relegated to the same unit. Society, Ancient Dragon sighted? Reports have made their way to our news desk regarding the sighting of an enormous silhouette making its way across the sky above Ravenue Village, located in the northern part of the Bose region. Public speculation revolves around whether or not the object in question is, in fact, the ancient dragon which has been living in the world since before the Great Collapse. According to statements by a number of researchers, the Bose region was the last place the ancient dragon had been sighted, giving further credence to the claim that the great creature may still presently be living among us. Research concerning the ancient dragon has also begun to take a leap into the public spotlight as of late. these purported sightings have, of course, only fueled researchers' excitement. That's honestly just a bit of a, random, not so confirmed news story that they had to run because they couldn't really run anything that was 100% true due to the army. Gonna buy a bunch of special ice cream because, let's just say if you want to prepare, you want to do it now. This is not our last visit to Grand Cell, but it is our last visit while, major events are going on in the story. I'll just say the actual final visit to Grand Cell is essentially post-game, so if you want to make your final preparations for weapons, armor, quartz, or items, you want to do that now, but there is somewhere else you will be able to buy equipment a bit later. Now, if I'm remembering right, yes, Karna is in the weapon shop. Admiring all of those 2D image weapons there. That's exactly what Grant said. True, there is circumstantial evidence that's adding up to this, but we're the only ones who know what's really going on. No you're not. I know that's not entirely literal, but anyway. And she's gone, so we just need Kurt, and Kurt is at the hotel, so I'll see you there. Yep, this is the room he was staying in. Now, I forget if you have to go to Kurt last or not, because Kurt's event is a little more important and a bit more involved than the other three braces. There's a guide I was looking at that said you have to visit them all in a very specific order, but I'm not sure if that's entirely true. It's the major assignment that we can tell you about right now. Well, that's not a normal reaction to being told this kind of information. I think he needs a doctor or something, maybe. So some people do find this a little convenient that Zen just happens to know a technique that he's never really shown or foreshadowed before that can kinda clear up someone's memories, sort of. But this is just the general amnesia plot logic of getting whacked really hard usually makes you remember something. Okay, so it was directly related to that. Yet another person who's actually been an agent of our father this whole time. So yeah, that was Kay. So interesting thing is that knowing events of later games in this series, when I was replaying this game, originally thought that Kay was someone else. I can't really say who that person was, because, well, I don't want to spoil things for the second game. But anyway, yeah, Kay is actually Kurt in this circumstance. And then everything's gone. But here's the thing. We've encountered instances of this all throughout this story. Don Capua couldn't remember anything for the time he hijacked the airliner. Mayor Dalmore has gaps in his memory too. All of them directly dealt with the Special Ops soldiers. So there are quite a few people here who have gaps in their memory. Yeah, I was just explaining that. And the Ravens as well. But here's something to think about. We've been directly interfering with their plans for a while now. We've had run-ins with a few of them, and we've never been targeted for memory loss like that. For now though, all we need to do is meet back at the guild and get Kurt on our side. We are unfortunately down Julia though. So, now that we have all 4 braces talked to, we've spoken to the church and to the news service. Once we head back in here, things will start escalating towards the end of this chapter. That's a lot of teams. I wonder who that is. And hey, there you are. Looks like you got in touch with us after all. Unfortunately, ex-Royal Guardsman as of now. Okay, that's a fairly small group. Hopefully they're elite enough to handle this. Oh, okay then. Almost as good as the intelligence division in that case. Yeah, that area that we actually passed by earlier. That blockade was important for something. And that diverts some of their numbers away from the villa. And of course with a rescue team, because why wouldn't we be? Yeah, we all knew that's how things were going to go down. Yeah, no pressure or anything. I knew she'd say, I knew she would say that. I just knew it. Well, we are down Olivier, unfortunately. So, yeah, L9 is right. He's giving us that warning. So if you haven't taken care of any of these, do so now. If you need any more weapons or armor, make sure to do that. Ice cream as well. I would recommend that you save a little bit of money because there is going to be an accessory shop during part of the operation. But I think we've done all we need to. And he's just repeating his conversation. So, I think we're ready. Let's do this.